Morning, everybody. It's about 6:30 a.m. So I'm out here today giving my gas chainsaw a bit of a tune-up today. I'm going to go ahead and sharpen all of my chains. I have a new chain here. I've only done a little bit of cutting with, so I'll touch that one up, and then I got two more Oregon chains here to sharpen up. Oh. In case you're wondering what this is, just a 16-inch Craftsman saw. I've had it for, I don't know, 25 years or more. You know, it's nothing super special. I think it has a 38cc motor. It's not real huge. I mean, years ago, back in the day, I used to have a McCullough Timber Bear with a 60cc motor and a 20-inch bar. And that thing rocked. So, but I'm going to be doing quite a bit of firewood cutting coming up here soon, and I need to get my saw back up and tuned up, and there's a chance coming up that I'm going to also be buying a bigger saw. I've been wanting a bigger saw for a while. You know, I kind of like to buy the lower end of a better brand. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but anyway, the models I was thinking about were either the Husqvarna 460 Rancher or the Stihl Farm Boss, or I was also looking at the Echo Timber Bear, the C590 or CS590, I think it is. So all of those are basically 60cc saws, getting back into the same thing of what I used to have. You know, a larger motor, bucking spikes, 20-inch bar, something that would run a 24-inch bar or even a 28-inch bar if I wanted to. The juniper out here really dogs a saw down, and plus I'm going to be cutting a lot more of that fire hardened wood, and that stuff will dog a saw down pretty good too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bar back on, I'm going to put each chain on, and then I'm going to put the whole setup in the vise, and then I'm going to go through and sharpen one tooth at a time. So I'll show you how that goes. Also, I don't know if any of you ever worry about doing this, but I've put enough years on this now, I'm going to turn the bar over. I'm sure that there's a lot of guys that do a lot of logging out there that would say, duh, you got to turn it over. That's probably a no-brainer for a lot of people, but I am not a logger. But I've done a bit of cutting with a chainsaw. I'm not super experienced, but I've done quite a bit of cutting. There was, there were 3 years when we lived in Flagstaff where I cut all of our firewood. I cut, like 4 cords a year for 3 years, so, I mean, I guess that's not that many cords of really big wood cutting under my belt, but, you know, I'll take it. Life ain't perfect. You kind of just go with things. And there we go. Chain adjuster's just about right. All right, I'm going to put the nuts back on. You know, and you can tell this is not the same quality of a saw as like what my McCullough was. You know, it doesn't have a chain brake. It's, you know, 16-inch. You know, the whole case is plastic. It's not made of, you know, magnesium or even metal. So it's not bad. It's a lightweight saw. It cuts pretty decent, you know. Over the years, to be honest with you, I haven't never had any like real problems with it, but I have had issues with, you know, me neglecting it, letting the fuel lines rot and such. I actually paid at one time to have new fuel lines put on. Probably a big waste of money, but you know, sometimes you do what you get. You do what you think you need to, I guess. Wait, that's the wrong way. sprocket. Must have the chain adjuster totally screwed up. There we go. Well, it's tightened in. Is that off the sprocket? I can't tell. It feels like it. Yep, it sure is. It's not on the track. That's not right. Well, looks like I got to take this back off. Like I said, I am not at all a lumberjack. You can tell I don't work on chainsaws that often. I'd have this down to a science. I will say that changing the chain out was a lot easier on the better saw than it is on the Craftsman. So let's see, where did we go wrong here? All right, let's see. Let's get back on track. There we go. Okay. Now we're back on track. And we'll extend it all the way out. See if we can get this back on. Is it? Okay, I got it correct this time. Chain adjuster is in the pocket. The sprocket is still on, or the chain is still on the sprocket in the back. Looks like we're good to go. Sometimes you just got to take your time with this thing. Tell you what, it's not the easiest thing to do when you're in the field either. But I'm sure that's a common complaint of people that run chainsaws. Alright, there we go. Got a decent tighten on it. I'm going to go ahead and wrench it down. Because I'm going to be putting the bar in the vise, I want to make sure that it's really on there. Okay, that'll work. Alright, let's get this bad boy in the vise. Alright, there it is. So now I can sharpen the chain out here. Okay, let's get to it. Alright, I'm going to grab my handy dandy Oregon file here. Make sure that I maintain the correct angle. And let's see. Okay, now I want to take my gloves off because what I'm going for is what they call sticky sharp. Now, the way I was shown to do it is hold your angle. You only put any push into it going away, but you pick up just slightly on it as you go. Just a tiny, tiny bit. It should only take a few strokes there. Now that's just about what I call sticky sharp. Let's get some better light over here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you can see right there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up really well, but you can see where I've sharpened it, and it's got this leading edge right here is really, really sharp. Now I'm not gonna, I probably should run a flat file over the rakers a couple of times just to give it a little more depth on the cut. I think I'm gonna do that. Now admittedly, I need some new files. Okay, just took a tiny bit off of that raker. All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strokes, 6. 6 on each raker. All right, now I'm gonna go do the same thing here. I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of upward pressure as I go through this. Turn my file just a little bit. Yeah, that's real close to what I'd call sticky sharp. Yeah, it's very sharp. Yep, that'll work. All right, next one, the raker. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna stop at 4 because that one felt like it hooked in a lot better. I'm doing a little bit better technique. Yeah, that gave me definitely more depth. Okay. So now I'm gonna sharpen the tooth. All right, same thing. I'd call that freaking sticky sharp. It's leaving a slight mark on my finger. Okay, next one. Raker, 4 times. Yep, I think I definitely have a better technique. 4 times on the raker. 6 strokes on this. All right, same thing. That's a nice sharp edge. Good deal. All right, let's go to the next one. I still got to do this the other direction too. Four. Okay, there it is. Let's get to this. Oh yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Sign of old age. I got to put on my glasses. Make sure I keep it real. Got the set of readers from Sue. So look at that. They're pink. Very sharp. Very, very sharp. Okay. Next one. Okay, that looks good. Wow, that one's really, really sharp. Okay, nice. Yeah, you have a pretty freaking sharp chain to cut out here on the juniper. Here we go, 6 strokes. Sharp AF. Wow, that is sharp. Okay, so we can clean it up just a little bit. Okay, next one. Okay, raker went down just slightly. I think this is probably one of the better jobs I've ever done on sharpening. I learned a lot from watching a bunch of videos recently, because I know that I've never gotten them this sharp to where it feels like it could almost cut my finger. All right, once again, super, super sharp. Okay. Nice. Six times, like a charm. Let's turn this file just a little bit. Here we go. Oh no, I'm moving too much. Very, very sharp. Nice. All right, raker. Six. All right, here we go. So leave in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you think I'm doing. Tell me if... I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be some serious lumberjacks out there who are going to tell me what I'm doing wrong, but this is about the best I could come up with from watching YouTube videos and using what I already have, which is just a basic sharpening kit from Oregon. Seven, 8. Okay. Yeah, that is just super, super sharp. Eventually, I think I'd like to get into doing flat filing, but that's another day. I need to get some new better files for that. Okay, raker's down, and I'm just going by eyeball on this. I know it's not totally exact. I know that, you know, there's probably professional chain sharpeners that are gonna have a much better way of doing this. And honestly, I'd like to get a sharpening machine if I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting. The juniper here really dulls your saw fast. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got me an upward pull on that one. Oh, wow, that is sharp. Wow. I mean, look at that. Just leaving cuts on my hands. And my hands are pretty, well, they're not super callous, but they're not soft either. Okay, let's see where we at here. And I'm going, away from the tooth. I don't know if you're supposed to file into it. I don't think you are. I think you're supposed to file away. That's what I saw in the videos. So that's the way I'm doing it, filing away down the tooth. Otherwise, it seems like you would break the tip of the tooth off the other way. All right, that is very sharp, very sharp. Nice. Okay, next one. Nice and sharp. Right on. Okay, I've already come full circle. I can already see some rakers that I've done. That one went down in 5. Okay. Yeah, you can almost feel when it gets sharp, the file feels like it starts to bite. And that's when it is sharp. Okay. Now let's go back to the first one I did. Oh yeah, it could be sharper. That could be sharper. Means my technique's getting better as I go. Oh yeah, that's way sharper. And I can already see the raker needs to go down a little more. There we go. This raker needs to go down a little more. All right, that one looks almost good. A little more on that one. And it looks like from there on is where I had my technique down. So let me get this one just a little sharper. Oh yeah. Definitely getting a better technique as I go. Yep. All right. Holy smokes, that's sharp. I don't know if I would take this much time sharpening if I was out in the field, but you know what? I can see what I'm doing here really good. And I'm gonna keep going until I get this thing as sharp as I can. Nice. Okay, my technique had definitely improved. Okay, now, I don't think I have what it takes to switch this around. I'm gonna have to actually flip the saw around because I just don't feel that I can reverse my technique and kind of go backwards. I think I need to go this way. Yeah, this is much better. Okay. Squeeze that down there. She ain't going nowhere. All right. Let's put this over on this side. Let's see if I can capture what I'm doing over here, guys. All right, here we go. Time to do the other side. All right, so rakers first. All right, there we go. And the first tooth. It's already decently sharp. All right, let's see if I can do this. I'm an idiot. I got this chain on backwards. Wow, what a dumbass. Okay, hang on. Hang on, people. I got the chain on backwards. Yep, I got the chain on backwards. Okay. Well, why don't we remedy that before I go any farther? Now the ones that need sharpening are on this side, so now I can actually put I can put the camera back over here. Hang on. I can put the camera back over here now. All right. Let's put the saw back in here. Okay. And let's go back to filing. Okay. Let's just start right here on this one. Okay, 5 times. Looks good. Yep. Wow, that is sharp. Okay. That is freaking sharp. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, got the raker lowered down. Wow, that is really sharp. Okay, cool. I'm liking how this is turning out. This is working really good. Very happy with the results here. All right, let's keep going. You know, my neighbor has a 16-inch saw, and he doesn't sharpen the chains. He just throws them out. I should start grabbing all those old chains and filing on them. Yeah, this works so good. That is so freaking sharp. It's unbelievable. I think it's sharper than when it was new. Nice. Now, I understand you should be using a raker gauge. I'm just going by eyeballs. The first time they've ever been done, so it's pretty easy to see how much is coming off of there. Is it perfect? No. Did I almost just cut my hand right there on the bottom of the chain by accidentally brushing against it? Yeah, it's that sharp. Heck yeah, man. It's coming out good. This thing is freaking sharp. Now that one must have nicked something because the profile of it was all messed up. That's why it took 10 times. But that, I mean, look at that. It's leaving little pieces of my skin on the tip of the blade. That's awesome. All right, next one. Yeah, I'm going to start sharpening all my chains up like super sharp like this. Just take them out and swap them because I could never get it this sharp out in the field. You need a vise. Probably I should put a vise on my trailer. There we go. It's unbelievable how sharp that gets. Okay. Super sharp. Okay, wow, I'm almost done. I'm already back around to the first one, which I could see could use just a tiny bit of improvement. Oh man, that's sharp. Dang. I'm gonna do this first one again. Take it a little farther. I'm definitely getting a technique down for both ways. Oh yeah, man, she is just sharp as can be. All right. Wow, that is one sharp chain. Hear that? Here, listen. Look at that. It's wanting to rip my finger apart. I'm just barely touching it. Okay. I'm going to call that a sharp chain. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. All right. Let's get the saw out of the vise. Take this chain off. Well, I may go over that brand new chain just because it's not this sharp. This is ridiculous sharp. Okay, there's one. All right, now this one is quite a bit more beat up. Let's see what we can do with it. All right, there we go. Finally got that sucker undone. Okay. Wow, that was a pain in the butt. All right, yep, I got it going the right way this time. Yeah, this chain, if I remember right, this one got beat up pretty good. It got all dulled out really bad on the juniper. So let's slap this one in here and get to sharpening it. Chain adjuster. Just go in a little more. There we go. Now this chain, I think I've sharpened it once or twice. I don't think I did a very good job. I know I didn't do a good job. Just say that. Say that for what it is. Let's get this bad boy in the vise and get the sharpening. All right, she's locked down in the vise, and let's first do the rakers. Yep, once again, you can just feel the file really start to bite in when it's sharp. Oh yeah, man, that is so freaking sharp compared to what it was. All sides of that tooth are just razor sharp from any angle. All right, let's do this next one. Wow. This chain got burned, I think. tooth is messed up pretty good. Someone must have hit some metal or something, I don't know. Must have hit a rock, hit the ground. Wow. Yeah, it's coming out really good. I gotta quit bumping my hand on the underside here. I'm shredding my skin. It's very sharp. Okay. Wow. Good to go. Definitely a lot easier to be very consistent on the vise than it is to do this on like the tailgate of a truck like I usually do it, or on the ground. You gotta have the bar in a vise to be able to really get this. Here we go, one more in this direction. Okay. Go. Last one. All right, that side is done. Just gotta flip this around. camera over here. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, this is going to be the true opposite of what I've been doing. Okay. Okay, wow, it feels way different doing it on this side. Okay, where's my flat flap? Here we go. All right, let's just keep going. Yeah, I was studying up, and where a lot of guys make their mistake with their filing is that they get one side sharper than the other because you have to reverse like this, and you get a real good technique on one side. You know, as humans, we're, you know, I'm left-handed. Somebody who's right-handed is going to have the direction that they do it that's best. For me, left-handed, it was the other way. Okay, that's good. You know, the other chain, I put it on backwards, so I was able to kind of do both sides from the same direction. The same side, I guess. It made it a little easier. I don't know if you guys heard that on the camera. That's a coyote out there howling. 7:30 in the morning. It's a little out of time for them to be out there right now. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably should be out there trying to hunt one of them right now. Okay. All right. I think I'm starting to get a little better technique. It's not quite as sharp as I want it, but it's pretty freaking sharp. Okay. right. I think I finally feel I've got the angle and everything down. I think I've got the technique down for this side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo a few of those first teeth. Yeah, you can just feel it when you get it right. The file bites in and you can just feel it grab. Okay. All right, here we go. There we go, that's biting just beautiful with every stroke. Here we go. Now I got it right. Nice and sharp, nice. Okay. So the camera died, and now I'm back out here, and it's a lot later in the day. So I was out here earlier this morning and it was cold, and now I'm out here and it's probably almost 100 degrees here in the shipping container. So I just wanted to just do a little more real quick, shoot a quick video and show you. I put on, so this is my brand new chain. I only made like 1 or 2 small cuts with it. It's really sharp. So I sharpened all 3 of these other chains, and honestly, these 2 chains here that I sharpened, these 2 other Oregon chains that I sharpened here, these are as sharp. These are as sharp as this brand new chain. Actually, they're sharper. These are sharper than my new chain. Wow, those are really sharp. I also cut my fingers in a number of spots reaching for the file earlier underneath the chain, just rubbing up against this. I cut myself several times. So yeah, I got these 2 chains here. These 2 other Oregon chains. They are significantly sharper than they were, and I would honestly say that they are sharper than, I'd say these 2 Oregon chains are sharper than my brand new Oregon chain here. And then this is the cheap chain that came with the chainsaw. This is the, I don't know, it's like a Craftsman chain. So I've noticed that the teeth, as you can see on this, I'll hold them side by side. These teeth are way smaller. Look at that. Look at the size difference. It's ridiculous. Look at that. So these little teeth, these are a joke. It's only the first time I've ever sharpened this little chain that came with the chainsaw, but it's, you can tell it's not designed to be sharpened very many times. So if this is the kind of chain that you have on your chainsaw that came with it, you're going to want to go out and buy a good quality Oregon chain like this one. It just has a lot more. You can see there's a lot more that can be sharpened. You can wear off a lot of this before it gets down to be as small as that. I mean, look at that. That is ridiculous. But that's what you get, you know, when you just, the ones they come with. So I sharpened it anyway, and it is good and sharp. It is, I mean, it is nice and sharp, but I don't expect this to do very good cutting. I'm going to put this chain off to the side. This is not going to be a go-to chain for me at all. So there we go. I'm just going to hang it up here, hang it up with the rest of my tools. I'll have it there as a spare, and then I've got 3 good chains to cut on with this saw. Honestly, like I said, my neighbor, he throws his chains away. He's probably got 10 dull chains, so maybe I'll see if I can work a deal with him. Maybe I'll sharpen I'll sharpen them for him if he lets me have half of them. All right, so there it is. She's all sharpened up. She's ready to go. She's been completely tuned up. Looks like the exhaust on this can comes out right here. So I might see if I can do a muffler modification on this muffler. So Yeah, I'd say there's actually a real good chance. I'd say there's a real good chance that I'm gonna mod this muffler maybe. Might help this little 38cc saw get a little more juice. There's a bunch of pitch on here. Probably should try to clean off that pitch, but yeah, I won't worry about it. So it looks like, well, I'd sure love to be able to put a bucking spike on this thing, you know, but it doesn't even have a chain brake. I mean, it's a small saw. This is a small gas saw. It's just a small 16-inch. So, but I'll tell you what, in making this video, I learned a few new things about sharpening the saw. Basically what I did is I watched a bunch of videos, and I've really been taking some time to study, and this was my attempt at putting to use everything that I learned in the videos. So I decided not to sharpen the brand new chain. I might as well dull it the first time before I actually sharpen it. It's still pretty darn sharp. But those other two chains, I mean, they are so sharp that just glancing the back of my hand, I sliced open the top of my knuckles in a couple spots. So that's the sharpest I've ever gotten a chain. And even when I used to go out and cut my own firewood, you know, like I said, with my McCullough Timber Bear, I did all the sharpening myself. I bought a Dremel kit. I never got them this sharp. And you know, I was able to go and cut a full cord of juniper with 3 chains. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, so I thought I'd show you real quick what I put inside of my chainsaw kit. This is all I carry. I carry bar and chain oil. I carry a little bit more 2-stroke oil in case I need to mix any more gas. I carry my 2 extra chains, a flat file, my carburetor adjuster, screwdriver, my main file for the chain, and then the spark plug chain tool. So, and of course I just carry an old t-shirt as a rag. I find that an old t-shirt works pretty good. They're very absorbent and they kind of fit in there really well, and it doesn't come apart like a terry cloth towel. I've used terry cloth before, and you end up with little tiny pieces of that stuff all over your saw, and I really don't like that. So I use an old t-shirt myself. So basically I just put my 2 oils in there. I drop in my files along the side right here. I drop in my screwdriver. I drop in my chain tool. I drop in my 2 new chains over here, and I close and then I throw in my rag here, right here on top. Close my lid, and then I'm ready to go out. So basically then close my lid, latch it down, and now I'm ready to go out into the forest, and I'm ready to go cut some wood. I can grab that and I am good to go for wherever. I just need to grab the saw and a thing of gas and my trailer, and I can head out and I can cut whatever. Of course, obviously I don't need all that stuff if I'm just going to cut here on the property, but I go ahead and take it with me. That way I have everything I need with the saw at all times. So let me know in the comments how you set your saw up. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please hit the like button. That does the most for this channel. Hit the like button. That is what lets the algorithm know that you like the content that you're seeing and you want to see more, and it will help to push the video out to more people. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.